Hey there. So you're looking to get started with crypto, and you've probably heard the name Binance thrown around. Well, in this guide, we're going to cut through all the noise and give you a super simple step-by-step walkthrough to making your very first trade on the world's biggest crypto exchange. Let's dive in.
You hear people talking about Bitcoin and crypto all the time, right? And if you've ever felt a little on the outside looking in, you are definitely not alone. It can seem really overwhelming at first, but our goal today is to make it super simple and give you a clear path forward.
So what is this stuff really? Well, at its heart, cryptocurrency is just digital money. It's not printed by a government, it's not held in a regular bank, it lives completely online, and it's all secured by a technology called blockchain. The easiest way to think of blockchain is like a public digital ledger that's impossible to cheat. Every single transaction gets recorded there for good.
And Binance? Well, that's basically the biggest marketplace on the entire planet for these digital currencies. It's the place where people from all over the world come to buy and sell everything, from Bitcoin to thousands of other smaller coins. Yep, that's it, a giant global market for crypto.
Okay, now before we go one step further, we have to be crystal clear about something. This is just an educational guide, okay? It is not financial advice. Trading crypto involves some pretty serious risk, and you should never, ever, ever invest more money than you're okay with losing. Seriously, please remember that.
All right, let's get into it. Part 1, creating your account. And listen, this isn't just about clicking a few buttons. Building a secure account is the absolute foundation for everything else you're going to do. The good news is, setting up an account is actually really straightforward. You'll just head over to their website, click that register button, and sign up with either your email or your phone. Then you'll create a really strong, unique password, agree to the terms, and finally, you'll just pop in the verification code they send you. And that's it. You're in.
And hey, a quick but really, really important tip about that password. Do not reuse a password you use somewhere else. Make something totally unique just for Binance. You know, using a password manager is a great way to create a strong one and keep it safe without having to remember it.
Next, you're going to have to do something called KYC. It just stands for Know Your Customer, and it's a totally standard step for pretty much any financial platform these days. You'll just need a government ID, like a driver's license or passport, and then you'll snap a quick selfie to prove it's really you.
Okay, this next step, it is non-negotiable. It's your account's best line of defense. It's called two-factor authentication, or 2FA. To set it up, you go into your security settings and look for the Authenticator app option. From there, you just download an app like Google Authenticator, scan the QR code on the screen with your phone, and then type in the 6-digit code the app gives you. It adds a powerful layer of security.
And this brings us to a massive security rule. Never, ever share your password or your 2FA codes with anyone. I mean it. Real Binance support will never ask you for this stuff. Anyone who does is a scammer. End of story.
Okay, your account is locked down and secure. Now it's time to add some funds. There are a few different ways you can do this, but we're going to focus on the most direct and simple method for beginners.
Honestly, the easiest way to get going is to just buy crypto directly with your card, just like you'd buy anything else online. You'll see a Buy Crypto button right at the top. From there, you pick Credit/Debit Card, type in how much money you want to spend, choose which crypto you want to buy, and then just confirm the purchase. It's that easy.
Now, here's a little pro tip for you, especially when you're just starting out. Instead of jumping right into something like Bitcoin, think about starting with USDT. It's what's called a stablecoin, which means it's pegged to the US dollar. So 1 USDT is always worth about $1. It just makes it way easier to keep track of how much you're spending.
All right, your account is secure, you've got funds in there, this is it. This is the moment we've been building up to. Let's walk through exactly how to place your very first trade.
First, you got to understand something called a trading pair. It sounds a little technical, but I promise it's super simple. It just shows which two currencies you're trading. So if you see ETH/USDT, it just means you're using USDT to buy Ethereum. That's it.
So how do you actually do the trade? Well, for your first time, the best way is with a market order. It's the simple, no-fuss option. You're basically just telling Binance, hey, buy this for me right now at whatever the best price is at this exact second. It's instant and it's easy.
And check this out. Putting it all together is literally just 3 quick steps. First, you pick your trading pair, let's say ETH/USDT. Second, you make sure you're on the Market tab. And third, you just type in how much you want to buy and smash that big green buy button. That is all it takes.
And boom, just like that, you did it. Seriously, you just successfully navigated the world's biggest crypto exchange and made your very first trade.
Take a second and let that sink in. You just passed a huge milestone.
Okay, so you know how to trade now, but that's only half the battle. Knowing how to do it safely and smartly, that's the real game. So let's talk about what comes next.
You know, one of the best strategies for beginners is something called dollar cost averaging, or DCA. Instead of trying to guess the perfect time to buy, you just invest a small, fixed amount on a regular schedule, like, say, $20 every Friday, no matter what the price is. It averages your cost over time, and maybe more importantly, it takes all the emotion out of the decision.
And finally, let's wrap up with the golden rules. Please take these to heart. Start small while you're learning. Stick to your budget, and try your best not to let fear or greed make your decisions for you. That fear of missing out, what people call FOMO, is a trader's worst enemy. Stay disciplined.
So, you've done it. You've taken that first huge step, and you've learned the how. The only real question left is, what are you going to learn next? This is just the very beginning of a pretty fascinating journey,